See, I have no personal opinion about 39. Yes, I do have certain reservations, but I believe now when the assembly assembly has been summoned, now the issue could be discussed. As far as what happened in the past few days, I definitely do not agree vis-a-vis the going to the CCP's office, holding the chief town planner to ransom, that lady, and spending the night, etc. there. I think was more drama. Why am I saying that? Because everybody knew, and we all know, that this had to be debated in the assembly. Whatever had to be amended, whatever had to be taken, would be a decision consequent to the discussion of the issue. And with all this, not possible. I also would like to know, it's a very conscientious question I'm asking. How many of the members of the opposition, leave aside the ruling, have not taken advantage of 39 days? They might have not taken for personal benefit, changing the zone of their own problem. But definitely, many of them would have gone on behalf of something, got something done. Because whatever you may say about Mr. Rane, I know for sure he obliges Emirates easily. So I'm sure he would have obliged some of my colleagues also. Then I also would like to give credit to the chief minister for having personally gone in the midst of all that crowd to request Mr. Viresh Burkar, a colleague of mine, a friend of mine, and a person whom I believe I hold in pretty high esteem, to call off his hunger strike. It calls for a little courage to go in the midst of that crowd, to go there. And as a chief minister, you see, it was people were also decent towards him, because they could have carried him or created a mess there in giving way. Still, he plucked up courage and he went there. Of course, Viresh did not oblige. Viresh had certain demands, which I believe the chief minister had committed to look into it and to take a call of it. I think the mere fact that Viresh has called off his hunger strike is basically based on the assurances that was given originally by the chief minister after the two of them met on the first occasion and they discussed. I'm happy the hunger strike is being followed because I'm told Viresh's health condition was slowly slipping, and therefore I think it was good the issue was settled. As far as the ultimate decision in the assembly, I do not know what will be the outcome. But the mere fact that CM has assured, I'm sure he will stick to whatever commitment issues.
Now everybody is saying, oh, the MLA has said 39A has to go. Is it possible? Can it be done? What it is?
That I think the law department will see. No? It is a good question, and it is an issue that would have to be looked into, because I'm sure many of these builders would have put up their project, would have sold their apartments to other parties. But having given the decision to hold an abeyance or suspend the approvals given, I'm sure they must have government must have looked into it. The AG must have been consulted.
So people's fear is also there that huge amount of land is converted on that, especially on that issue. What is your say?
I'm not going to talk on 39, but I can tell you one thing for sure. An individual, when he knows his properties and the orchard road, etc., etc., it is his wish to get that zone changed. And why do I say that? Because of orchard, because of non-development zone, the value of your property is almost zero. They are all human. And therefore, to give more value to my property, I try to change it.
So what happens to then if such things happens all over Goa? Then
See, I've told you as a human being, You are talking to me like an environmental. As far as the environment is concerned, definitely it's going to have its truth. And that is why I think the government in itself should be cautious about it.
You also feel that there needs to be a debate on that 39A?
I think there was a debate.
Because in the last few days, like how everybody said, what is your say?
Let it come to the assembly. Let us take a call.
Okay. Another